So, hi gang, it's me, Denny, and I'm here with...
Kate.
Conrad.
And they came all the way from all over the world. No, they didn't. But they're going to open up a new acquisition here. This is 3 items. I have no clue what they are, but I do this like a 42nd Street shell game, which I'm born and raised and remember. Now, the 42nd Street shell game, they would have 3 shells. One would have a quarter under it. They would mix them up like this, and you had to guess where the quarter was, and you won something. The only difference here is I don't have 3 shells. There isn't a quarter under any of these boxes, and you win nothing. Not very similar to the shell game, right? Except for one thing. I do mix them up like this. So this is me mixing up the boxes. Are you guys confused? Are you confused?
A little bit.
Slightly? Then you need more mixing, clearly. So are you guys confused?
I'm very confused.
Completely.
Good answer. Okay, so pick a box, any box. That one there. And
I'm going to pick this one.
excellent. And let me give you your scalpels.
Excellent.
So there you go. Just remember not to cut your mom, not to cut your son, not to cut me, not to cut Tristan, my cat.
Okay, and don't cut any cables.
And don't cut any cables either.
Right.
Because we do have the transatlantic cable here, and then I get a drop call.
Oh.
Clearly.
Okay. Like
I do have
Christmas.
Civil War surgical tools I could cure you with if you do cut each other. And they don't even need, like, anesthesia or sterilization.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah.
Those...
A shot of whiskey and you're fine.
There you go, yep. Okay, I'm making progress.
You are. I think you might need some cutting on this end.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, this person
Thank you.
really...
Can you tell I've done this before?
Yeah.
Interesting.
see.
I have no clue. Just picking up.
Let's see.
It looks colorful.
Yeah.
I know what this is.
Yeah.
What
And this is perfect for your mom, I think.
Is that one of those Captain Kangaroo things?
That's right.
Let's see.
Hold on. Maybe I'll help you there.
I think we.
More?
It is!
It's more of the
I can't
Captain
believe
Kangaroo
that's what
records.
you got! Oh
That's
my
so cool.
God.
We were
So
just talking about how
cool.
much you love Captain
Yes.
Kangaroo, and you opened
Yes.
the mother load of
That's so
Captain
great.
Kangaroo records. There's Nicole. Let's see if your mom's name is in there, because
Yeah.
I'm
That
almost
should
sure
be
I bought your
something.
mom's name. So these are Captain Kangaroo birthday records. So he sang happy birthday to every child in America. So there's one for Nicole. So all you Nicoles, I've got Nicole. My dear friend, you're hopefully watching this. Dawn, I got one for you. I've known her for 1,000 years. Scotty, my drummer, I got you one, Scotty.
Wow, they're lucky.
And then Peter and Richard, Coney Island, Dick Ziggin. I got this one for you, and it does say Dick on it. So look at that. I've got one for the Coney guys.
That's
Excellent.
awesome.
I guess the Caitlin one isn't here yet, but I'm almost sure I got a Caitlin. Oh, I think that's on the way. That one I just got.
Oh, okay.
So that's actually being flown in, so you'll have to come back.
Wow.
For Caitlin, although some of them are here, and I don't
Even
know.
though I'm not really a Caitlin, but it's close enough.
Right, it's Kate. People
Yeah.
think.
Okay, now, any idea what this is?
I have a feeling that might be Magic Lantern slides, but I'm not sure.
Let's see.
Because I thought we opened all of them, but I think we may not have. Because that looks like slides. And it said fragile.
It
I'm going
did.
to take this out. So
And there's
they're-
something. There's
Oh,
some,
wait, you open.
there's something in
You
here
open. I
too.
did this. Oh,
Ah,
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
yeah, that's it.
You should open this.
Wow, this person did take
Let
great
me see if I
care.
can cut the center so that we can get it.
Oh, that's a good
I'm getting worried cutting it.
idea. Yeah.
Am I actually cutting it in half, or? Oh, so it's. Oh, that's interesting. So these are the stereoscopes.
Oh, okay.
These really fascinatingly. So these are stereoscopes. I'm in denial about glasses, so you're
Mickey
seeing nothing on my
Mouse.
face, right?
Oh,
Oh my
Is this
lord,
rest
this
of
is
the
really
country?
cool. So this is Jerusalem. And that's actually near where my parents have an apartment.
No
We have an
way.
apartment on King George Street in Jerusalem,
Oh,
and I see this
cool.
from our penthouse.
No way.
Yeah. And this one are the trenches of World War II. And these are guys, I think, is it with the, I think there's guys taking out wounded or something, but these are the trenches of World War One.
Oh, wow.
Look at how amazing that is. It's my first one that's trench warfare.
Wow.
Where they would get things like trench foot, which wasn't fun.
Yeah, no.
And
Look.
these are, which story is
Mickey
that one?
Mouse.
Oh, this is the
It's
Mickey's Express Delivery. This is great. This is for my Pony Express show too.
Oh,
Which I'm so
perfect.
excited about. This is great. So these are
Okay.
magic lantern slides that ironically you have a magic lantern. So
Yes.
you've done one of the very, very rare. People tend to open up, now the reason why I have you guys open things is because they open up things that are ironic or uncanny, coincidence to their personality. And we noticed 80% of people will tend to open things. So I've become almost superstitious about it. I'm like, you guys have to open it because it's meant for you. Because the
That's so
package picks the
interesting.
person. Now I've noticed that when people are very close, when it's like husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, son, you know, often when people are very, very close and they're very, and I can tell you guys have a fantastic relationship and you definitely grew up, you have a great mom and you grew up a
Yeah.
great son.
I do
When they're very close, it often flips. And I noticed that he's the one that owned the magic lantern and you loved, so this shows how close you guys are.
Oh, that's
That you
so
opened
interesting.
each
I love
person's
that.
personality. And those are very
that
rare. That's like 5% of people do that.
Yay.
And it's really rare. So I'm like, wow,
That's so
really
cool.
sweet. And it shows how good the relationship is.
Yeah.
And so this one
put
probably
this
has a
here.
booklet in it, I hope. So I'll be able to read, I hope. Oh, it doesn't have the booklet, but I got this one because I loved it so much because the Pony Express and the
yeah.
post office and all that. But yeah, so
Oh,
this you put in a
great.
magic
Unless
lantern.
the booklet's like somewhere in here.
Oh, we'll have to look closer.
Yeah.
But I don't think it had the
It
booklet.
didn't
I think I
seem-
just liked it because of that. But this would go inside this magic lantern, and it should fit right perfectly. Yep, there it is.
Oh, how cool.
So you would light your match. You'd light your oil lamp.
I mean, that
And
just...
I'm gonna have so much fun with this
oh, my
one.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I actually have one of the Pony Express bags, mail bags, from one of the Pony
you
Expresses.
really?
We're not sure which one it was, but it definitely was used for a Pony Express, and
Wow.
hopefully the 1800s one. The Pony Express only existed for about 2 years. It was when the railroads didn't make it to California and only made it as far as I believe like Missouri or something, but it made it somewhere in the Midwest.
Huh.
And then this entrepreneur said, why don't I have a Pony Express that goes the rest of the distance to California
That's
for all
quite a
that
ways.
mail?
Yeah.
But it was very dangerous, so he hired very good gunslingers like Buffalo Bill. He was one of the Pony Express
No
riders.
way.
And those were the best shots in America, the guys that ran the Pony Express, and it
Wow.
became a legend. And then Wells Fargo used a lot of their
Oh, yeah.
logos and everything, and
didn't
still,
know that.
and then they changed it. But originally they were using the original Pony Express logos, and then they made their own with the carriage.
Yeah.
But that came later, actually. The original stuff they did was Pony
Wow.
Express stuff. But it's part of our whole mail show and delivery, and
That's so
communication
cool.
show.
Yeah.
So that they're both really cool things to open. That is
Fantastic.
so cool.
That was so much fun.
Yay.
Like unboxing.
We'll say
Yeah.
bye to the humans.
Yeah.
Bye, human.
Bye.